Hi friends, how are you? Today we have to check the document checklist regarding the documents which have to attach with your application of neutralization or the form N-400. And this checklist of document issued by the Department of Homeland Security, US Citizenship and Immigration Service. Okay, its number is M477. You can find out on the website of USCIS. Okay, so in this document we have to find out the documents the photocopies of document which we have to attach with the application of neutralization. There are three documents photocopies we have to attach with the application if it's fulfill our circumstances. Okay, first of all, the photocopy of green card or the permanent resident card, you have to attach it. If you lost your green card and you want to submit your application, you have to provide the photocopy of receipt of Form I-90, which is application for replacement of permanent resident card. The photocopy of receipt of your form. Okay. Then on second number, the check or money order which you filled for the processing fee of application of neutralization. Okay, and the biometric testing fee also. You have to write down the alien registration number on the back of your check or money order. You can find out the A number on the back of your green card or on the passport, the visa, immigrant visa. You can also find the A number on the your USA immigrant visa in your passport. Okay, then you also submit or pay your processing fee of application of neutralization with the credit card, and you have to fill out the form G1450, and you check all the regarding information from USCIS.gov. Okay, then if you are reside outside the United States, you have to provide two identical color photographs, and on the back of photograph you clearly write your name and the alien registration number on the back of your photographs with the lead pencil. Okay, and then also, if you are eligible for this circumstances, so you have to provide these documents also. Just like if you are hire any attorney or accredited representative, so you have to fill the original form G28, in which is the notice of entry of appearance, and as attorney or representative they have to provide all the background and the background of your attorney or the representative. Then if you are you change your legal name between 3 or 5 years duration, you have to provide the documentation which verified that your name is changed from to your new name. The evidence are like marriage certification photocopy, divorce degree photocopy, or court document photocopy. You have to provide the minimum photocopy of these documents if you change your name. Okay, so and also the original document you have to present on the time of your interview. And then if you are applying for naturalization on the basis of marriage to a US citizen, then you send the following 4 items. Evidence that your spouse has been US citizen for the last 3 years. So in this evidence you have to provide the birth certificate of your spouse, which indicate his, his or her birth date of birth, and also provide the evidence that he is a citizen, US citizen, or the certificate of the naturalization, or the certificate of citizenship, or the front cover and signature page of your spouse's current USA passport. Okay, or also you can provide the form FS 240 report of birth abroad of a citizen of United States of America. This is the first evidence. Okay, if you are applying for on the basis of marriage to a US citizen. The second evidence is your current marriage certificate. Okay. The third proof is termination of all period marriages of your spouse, your ex-spouse, in which the divorce degree, annulment of your marriage, or death certificate of your spouse. In any case, you just provide in either of them. Okay, then the documents referring to you and your spouse, just like tax returns, bank accounts, leases, mortgage, or birth certificate of your children. Yeah. Or also IRS's certified copies of income tax form that you both filed for the past 3 years. Or you can say also provide an IRS tax return transcript for the last 3 years. This is the 4 evidence or proofs, photocopies you have to provide if you are applying for naturalization on the basis of your marriage to a US citizen. Then, if you are married before, so you have to provide all proofs earlier marriages, just like marriage certificate or divorce certificate, degree, annulment, death certificates. Okay, it's a marriage ended proofs. And if you are currently in the USA military service and are seeking citizenship based on that service, send a complete original form N-426 request for certification of military or naval services. Okay. And if you are taking any trip outside the United States that lasted 6 months or more since become a lawful permanent resident, send evidence that you and your family continue to live, work, or keep ties to the United States, such as the IRS tax return of last 5 years, or if you are applying on the basis of marriage. So in this case, you provide IRS tax return last 3 years, or rent or mortgage of your payment and pay stubs from your employer. Okay, and if you have a dependent spouse or children who do not live with you, so you have to provide the court or government order to provide financial support. Then evidence of your financial support, including evidence that you have complied with your any court order or government order, such as cancelled checks, money and receipts, court or agency printout of child support payment, evidence of wage garnishment, a letter from the parent or guardian who cares for your children, in which they provide that you are paying normally and your all the, you can say, financial support is on the time. That's all. Then, if you have ever been arrested or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason, but no charge were filed, so you have to provide a original official statement by the arresting agency or applicant court confirming that no charge was filed against you. Okay, and if you are arrested and detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason and charges were filed against you, you have to provide the original or court certified copy for the complete arrest record and disposition for each incident, dismissal order, conviction record, or acquittal order. So simple. If you are arrested and you have charged against you, you have to provide all the copies or original documents with this application. And if you have ever been convicted or placed in the alternative sentencing program or rehabilitative program such as drug treatment or community service program, you have to provide original or court certified copy of sentencing record for each incident and evidence that you completed your sentence, original certified copy of your probation or parole record, evidence that you completed an alternative sentencing program or rehabilitative program. Okay, so if you are ever had any arrest or conviction vacated, set aside, sealed, impugned, or otherwise removed from your record, send an original court certified copy of the court ordering vacating, set aside, sealing, impugning, or otherwise removing the arrest or conviction, and original settlement statement that from the court that no record exists of your arrest or conviction. In this case, you have convicted or you have get punishment, but on the other hand, the court vacating or set aside its own order or get you free. So you have to, in this case, also provide all the documents, original or photocopies, to this attached to this application. Then, if you have ever failed to file an income tax return, you have to provide all correspondence with the IRS regarding your failure to file the tax. And if you have any federal, state, or local taxes that are overdue, you have to provide all the overdue documents. Overdue, you can say, the taxes documents and settlement of the overdues with the IRS or state or local tax documents. Okay, and if you are applying for a disability exception to the testing requirement, so you have to provide the medical certification within 6 months provided by any clinical psychologist or any doctor. So last of all, if you did not register with the selective services and you are male and are 26 years old or older and lived in the United States in a status other than a lawful non-immigrant between the ages of 18 and 26, and a status information letter from the selective services. It is very important that if you are a male and between your age is between 18 to 26, you have to status information in the select services and provide the, you can say, the letter from this that you are enrolled in this program. Okay, you can get the information about this program on this toll-free number. Okay, so this is the all the documents and the circumstances in which you provide further documents to clarify yourself and applied for this application for neutralization. Okay, and if you liked this video, so please subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much.